Alright everybody, we're back on The Great Debaters, and today we're going to look at a little YG situation for a debate. Get ready. Alright Amir, so YG is one of the most popular rappers of this era, and definitely one of the most popular gangster rappers and rappers from the LA greater area and Compton specifically. So YG's new project, Stay Dangerous, is out. And Big Bank is one of the biggest songs in the country, especially on the rap side. And this is a collaboration, so what Amir and I are going to do today is go through the 4 verses and then talk about which one we think is the best and why on The Great Debaters. So, Amir, Big Bank, we got YG, Big Sean, 2 Chainz, and Nicki Minaj. So, YG starts off the song, which is always interesting because I'm always surprised when the person whose song it is goes first, but that's the case here. So what did you think of YG's verse?
YG makes me laugh, man. He's funny, and he's very aware. Even though he's funny, he's very aware of the concepts that he's rapping. He sticks to the script, obviously. And the reason I say he's funny is his closing line where he says, where he basically says he makes a lot of money, but he doesn't spend it because the white folks don't, which I always, for some reason, find it hysterical when rappers talk about white people. I don't know why, it's just something about it. And it's kind of on the flip side of a Kanye West line where he mentions, well, white people make money, they don't spend it, I'd rather buy 80 gold chains and go ignorant. I thought that was also a funny line. On the flip side of this YG line, where he's being more conservative with his spending. But YG's verse, it delivered, it had comedy to it, it stick to the script. And on this beat, which I think was, if you listen to the album, I think the beat is kind of out there, but it works. I really like it. Yeah,
it doesn't really fit sonically with a lot of the majority of Stay Dangerous, but... that's what singles are for, I guess. Yeah. So for me, too, I liked YG. I like the comedic aspect. I like how he, started off the song. And it's always weird. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't, where they just repeat the end of a line, like, several times in a row. I'm kind of on the fence about that with the YG in this instance. But, it is what it is. So with 2 Chainz... he's obviously one of the cameo kings in rap history.
I'm so happy.
And, has so many great appearances. And this one is another high profile one. So, Amir, how do you evaluate 2 Chainz on Big Bank?
2 Chainz is one of those people who I haven't listened to their solo stuff much. It's how it's happened, that's how it is. But after hearing, as you said, him being such a cameo killer, man, I just want to dive into his solo career, and perhaps I will sooner than later, but he's always just doing good. His flow is just awesome on this song. Right. I like how he's also sticking to the script, and he's making puns and metaphors throughout his verse. 2 Chainz, he even brings it back and calls himself Titty Boy again, as he was known back in the day, and still goes by it to an effect. But no, man, 2 Chainz as well, and I think it plays well into the Big Sean verse that's coming up next as well.
Speaking of Big Sean, so for him, the thing that I thought was the most interesting or noteworthy, which seemed a little off-putting in a way, was him talking about he's the first one of his family to break that cycle of not having it. And while good, I also thought it was kind of weird to backhandedly dish your family, I guess. But that's at least how I took it. But that just speaks to the amount of money that he's making compared to the rest of his family. But Big Sean, the Ride It Like a Tesla, I thought was good. And I thought that although it just seems like a mixed metaphor, but that's another point.
Yeah, we can get into that one.
Yeah, but that being said, I thought Big Sean was cool on it. I prefer 2 Chainz to Big Sean of those two, and I thought that 2 Chainz, part of his cameo-ness is the potency of it is his ability to bring a lot of humor to the thuggish side of things, which I think is always a good balance You know, I mentioned that when we talked about Eazy-E and Eazy Does It album, when you're able to combine different things like the humor, the gangsterism, lyricism, the more different things I think you can combine makes for a more compelling listen, and I think, you know, 2 Chainz did a good job with that. So what do you think of Big Sean?
Big Sean's verse, it's fun. I didn't take it that way, how you took it with the Big Sean first in his family, but I do see your point, definitely. How he said he's basically the first generation, you know, wealth maker kind of thing. It does sound a little insulting, I guess. But yeah, he even says, you know, he flips his W's into M's, whether that means wins into millions or Washington's into millions. That's up to you, I guess. That was pretty cool. Yeah, no, he did well in it, and that's one thing I really like about this collaboration is that everyone is really sticking to the concept of making money, bragging, things like that. It's not like, oh, just one line here and there. They're all kind of sticking to that formula. So I respect that, and with that being said, it goes right into Nicki Minaj.
I was going to say, speaking of M's, we have Miss Minaj with her Eminem play, M's play, all these different things. So for you, Amir, Nicki Minaj, what does she bring to the table on Big Bank?
You know what? I do like her verse. I think her verse may sound better because of a lot of...
Because she's great?
Well, okay. Well, hold on. Because what is going on with the instrumental in the background especially is making her verse sound even better. Not to say it's not good, because I do like it. I'm just saying what's going on in the background is making it sound just so different, and she's going very well with it with her flow. I do appreciate it, and especially like you said, the Slim Shady references, the Back Again, how she's playing on his songs in the early 2000s. Was it Without Me, I believe. One line I didn't like was just at the end where she says she shows her ass like a stank hoe. I don't know, was that supposed to be like a gold digger kind of thing, or I don't know. That one I kind of was just like, I don't like that, but I do also respect how she's also on it and making money and talking about, you know, those luxury items that she talks about. So I do like that one too, but I want to hear what you think about that, since it sounds like you really like it.
I didn't have a problem with the line. I thought, to your point about her performance on the song and how she flows, this is why I think Nicki Minaj is such a great rapper, because she, you know, unlike really the first 3 artists on there, when it comes to her verse, the song is produced and executed differently.
Yeah,
and I think that's because of her and how she raps and how she uses these different patterns and styles and effects and different things in a way that the other 3 artists didn't on this song, and I think most artists in general don't do, that Nicki Minaj does, which I think is why she's such a powerful and, you know, a great artist. So for me, looking at it from that prism, you know, she's rapping fast, she's rapping slow, she's rapping with the sound effects, she's got different styles. To me, I thought it was great. So it's time to wrap this up, Amir. So for you, Big Bank, who has the best verse on YG's Big Bank and why?
2 Chainz for me. His flow, cool, calm, witty, punchlines, funny, but he does it with what seems to be little effort. It's effortless for him, you know.
Okay.
Just came off like that. I'm going with 2 Chainz.
And for all those same reasons, I'm going to go with Nicki Minaj. Because Nicki has this ability, in my opinion, to alter her voice, alter her flow, alter her patterns, all these different things that she does that makes her a very compelling listen to me. And she's able to weave in these references and different things that have, you know, people talking, you know, it's like when she'll rap something, now everybody's like, oh, she dating Eminem, oh yeah, and then they play with that in the media and troll people or whatever you want to look at it. But the fact that her lyrics are able to do all these different things and do it in such a concise manner and have the similes and metaphors built into it, the imagery is very powerful, and her voice and her delivery is so impeccable throughout. I gotta go with Nicki Minaj. But that's what I think, that's what Amir thinks. What do you guys think of YG's Big Bank? Hit us up in the comment section. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I'm Soren Baker.
Amir Rahimi.
Unique Access and Rappin and Snackin', y'all. It's the Great Debaters.
Be sure to check out the History of Gangster Rap by Soren Baker. He's official.
History of Gangster Rap features exclusive interviews with Ice-T, Snoop Dogg, MC Ren, the D.O.C, and dozens of others. The History of Gangster Rap, a definitive look at how Los Angeles changed rap forever.
In Los Angeles, the streets definitely set the tone of the hip-hop music.
At 19, I got a $50,000 car.
My whole angle always was, I'll be street, but I will always tell you the horrors that go along with this life.
There will be penalties and casualties for just wearing the wrong color in somebody's neighborhood.
And once gangster rap made it from the streets to the TV, the genre exploded.
With Fab 5 on Yo MTV Raps with NWA.
Yo MTV, it just catapulted us from being local heroes to national gangbang rappers.
The History of Gangster Rap discusses it all from 1980 up till today.
It's always gonna be shit happening in the streets. You know what I mean? So it's always gonna be something to talk about.
The History of Gangster Rap in stores now.